Kia ora koutou and welcome to Frogs on Friday. I'm Shannon Barlow, Managing Director for Frog Recruitment. Whai Akane, today coming up, we will look at what has hit the news this week in the world of work. As always, we'll go through some of our hot jobs. And today I am joined by Hēmi Paurini with some tips on working with a recruiter. And as always, we'll go through our poll results. Okay, so over to mahimedia. Now the big news this week is the budget has come out. So I'll go through some of the key takeaways from this year's budget. So definitely some of the key measures were to buffer against the rising cost of living, and particularly we have seen the middle class benefit from this budget. So there's the $350 payment to those earning less than $70,000, as well as the fuel tax cut and half-price public transport subsidy has been extended. So those have been extended an extra 2 months to go through to August this year. So, every little bit helps, but it'll be interesting to see how big an impact that has and whether or not we're able to, get those rising living costs in rein within a couple of months. Overall, the big budget winner was definitely health, with a record $13.2 billion spend allocated to the health system over the next 4 years. Now, I guess getting back to the world of work, what we didn't see is some direct measures to address the labour shortage. And we also have seen that the Treasury has predicted that unemployment will remain low, perhaps dropping to as low as 3%, but that eventually we will see high wage growth through to 2023. So there's a little bit of conflicting information where they have predicted that wage increases will surpass the inflation rate, but at the same time, there's a lot of variables, and particularly the war in Ukraine as well has an impact. So, I think it will be interesting to see whether or not wages can, first of all, catch up and then keep up with rising inflation. Now, the other big news this week, and it's great to be able to report some really positive news as well, is that of the pay equity settlement has been reached for healthcare administration staff. So this affects thousands of employees working across New Zealand in our 20 DHBs and translates to a pay increase of up to 40% for some individuals there. So definitely a huge win for people in these key administration and clerical roles. And significantly, 90% of those workers are female. And it's in work that has historically been undervalued. So a good step in the right direction for gender equity. Okay, so now let's go through and see some of the hot jobs that we have this week. All right, so first up is one of our roles from our Wellington branch. So this one is for a business coordinator. It's a permanent position and supporting a team of psychologists and consultants that do work all around the country working on leadership and professional development. So a really interesting area there. The types of things that you'll be doing is working to tight deadlines, supporting on projects, coordinating work for the team, as well as setting up psychometric assessments. So definitely your background and experience in a similar type of role involving administration and coordination will go a long way for this one. If you're interested, reach out to Julia Yen. Okay, next up is a store person role. Actually, Hēmi, I'll get you to jump in on this one. I know that you're working on this role at the moment.
Yeah, so we've got a 3-month contract for a store person role based out in Penrose, paying $26 to $28 an hour based on experience. To apply, you must have a forklift license, but preferably if you have a reach hoist license, that would be even better. So if that sounds like you, please give me a call.
Excellent. I know that one, they're looking for people immediately, so jump on the phone and get in touch with Hēmi. Okay, and the last one here, so this one's an accounts payable officer role, and it's a temporary position. Again, we're looking for someone as soon as possible, and it's looking to be around about a 2 to perhaps 3 month temporary contract while the business looks for a permanent person. There may also be the opportunity, if it's the right fit for you, to be able to put your hand up for the permanent role. So this one is dealing with, it's a large company, so you'll need experience in dealing with a high volume of invoices and running the full function of accounts payable. There's also some work within accounts receivable in this role as well, but definitely the emphasis is on your AP experience. For this one, if you can get in touch with Shav Neil or myself, we'd love to hear from you. Okay, so there are 3 roles there. Let's see. I'm not sure if we've got a video today. Let's have a look.
Hello, I'm Simi. I'm a 360 permanent recruitment consultant for Frog Recruitment. I specialize in the areas of business support, accounting and finance, marketing and digital. But that's not it. I can also help you with your legal recruitment needs. Currently, I'm working with an Australian-owned pet product and services company looking for a customer experience advisors for their support office situated in Ponsonby, Auckland. They're looking for someone who's proactive and takes an empathetic approach towards the client needs and situation. Some of the areas you will be managing would include customer queries through phone, live chats, and all web queries. You would be handling customer complaints by resolving problems, disseminating issues, and implementing solutions in a timely manner. You would also be providing any sales assistance or order support to stores. This is an exciting time to be part of a knowledgeable and collaborative team dedicated to providing excellent customer service and advice to the internal and external customers across retail and e-commerce. You will have flexibility of working from home and will also be receiving travel allowance for your time working in the office. And not only this, you can bring your pets to work. You're required to be committed to ensuring the customers are provided with the best information and advice to enable them to take best possible care of the pets. If you are someone who enjoys working in a fun, loving team, has caring nature for pets and their owners, and is committed, then I would like to hear from you. To read the full position description and learn more about the technical skill requirements, please click on the link below or contact me by calling on 09 362 0789 or on my mobile 021 26 25 452. You can also email me on simi@frogrecruitment.co.nz.
Okay, so now we've got Hēmi to give some tips. So it's we've talked about what a great market this is, and there's lots of opportunities for job seekers. But using a recruiter can get you that inside word into what kind of environment is going to be right for you. So here's Hēmi with some tips on how to make the most of that relationship with your recruiter.
Cool. So an earlier poll by Frog Recruitment indicated over 40% of workers are looking to change jobs or make a career change in 2022. With such a high percentage of people actively looking for a new role, it's more important than ever to make yourself stand out to potential employers. That's where working with a recruitment agency such as Frog Recruitment can be beneficial for your job search. There are a number of benefits of working with a recruiter to find your next role. Like, there can be more opportunities. Some employers don't advertise their available positions publicly and instead choose to partner directly with recruiters to find candidates that better suit their needs. Working with a recruiter could unearth some potential opportunities you didn't know were open. Expert advice. If you have been employed for a while, you may not be aware of some of the market changes. Working with a recruiter can be advantageous. They can advise you about the current market, the types of roles suited to your skill set and experience, and help you with your application, resume, or interview. You must work with your recruiter to keep them in the loop. These include such things as keep your resume up to date, be honest, share your motivations and anything you wouldn't consider for work. This helps the recruiter to know what is important to you and not call you about positions that may not be of interest. You need to follow through with your commitments, attend all scheduled appointments, or call when you say you will. And lastly, effective communication. Update the consultant about your availability or going on holiday, or if your job search has changed. It even includes if you secure a position elsewhere. If you are seeking an update, give them a call. And those are my tips today.
Excellent. Thanks, Hēmi. Some great tips there. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, when we get new roles, we will advertise those. But our first step when we're working on a new position is to look through our network of candidates that we're already working with. So really important to, I guess, give you a heads up and to be able to have the opportunity for jobs that won't yet be advertised, as well as to, I like that tip about keeping in touch, and because we know that your world can change very quickly at the moment and circumstances change. So it just helps us ensure that we're calling you about the right opportunities that are going to be relevant for you. Thanks, Hēmi. Let's go through and see the results of last week's poll. Okay, so we asked if your company is planning to recruit more staff this year. So a bit of a mixed bag in the results there. So we had 46% said yes, we're planning to grow. If you add on there, they've said yes, we're recruiting, but only for replacements. I was actually surprised to see, although the majority is still planning to recruit, that 24% is still quite high in terms of no, actually we're going the other direction and reducing numbers. So it just goes to show that the differences in the market, and that it's, it can be quite a challenging time for businesses as we deal with things like inflation, supply chain costs and delays, as well as increased living costs and the ability to find staff as well. Okay, so what are we looking at this week? All right, so we've in the last couple of months or so, we've been talking about salaries and using this opportunity to look at if your salary or rate could have an increase to keep up with inflation. So how would you describe your current salary? Is it something that you're satisfied with? Does it reflect your workload? Does it match the market conditions? So interested to see what we get through there. Okay, so that is, yes, Mark Smith, 46%. That is still a very big number. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll, of course, be back here 12:30 next Friday. Love to see you again. Ngā mihi nui.